Hi. A tip for public speaking. Always start by flattering your audience. See, because you go to Perl conferences, I can prove that with science. You're all members of the community. Again, indisputable. But most Perl programmers aren't. They don't follow the Perl news. They don't read Perl blogs. A lot of them don't even buy a Perl book. Well, they might have a copy of the Pink Camel that their boss bought them many, many years ago. They don't join Perlmongers groups. But largely, a lot of them don't even call themselves Perl programmers. They're just programmers who happen to use Perl as part of their day-to-day work. Talking to these people can be interesting. I mean that in the sort of Chinese curse. The thing is, they don't know what they don't know. LinkedIn. Who's been on the LinkedIn Perl groups? There's a number of Perl groups on there. These are just three that I visit quite frequently. In the kingdom of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. Never have truer words been spoken. So much misinformation. So many outdated practices. Web apps, just to pick an example. Matt Wright's CGI parser used all over the place. Raw HTML in output strings. The advanced programmers might use the HTML generation methods from CGI.pm, but they need to be really advanced. A few examples of things that people have told me on LinkedIn. Wow. He thinks it might have been taken out of Perl 5.14. But it's definitely true on any version of Perl that runs on a Mac. This is a security feature, apparently. A lot of people seem to use it for plugging their own tutorials somewhere else on the web. And funnily enough, they're not often particularly good tutorials. You might have been following recently a debate I've been having with a gentleman who cannot understand why I'm telling him it's a bad idea to use ampersand foo in a tutorial that is aimed at beginners in 2013. But I want @_ to be passed into my subroutine. Yes, I know you do, but not in the way that it's doing it. Stack Overflow is another good one. When I'm on Stack Overflow, I like to play a game called Guess the Problem by just reading the subject of the line. Yes, it will do. So quite often, a different subject line that one gets is, there's a bug in Perl. So quite often we get questions like this. Now there are three ways that you can answer this question. Well, there are probably more, but they basically break down into three categories. The wrong, but really, really tempting answer is, CGI in 2013? Are you an idiot? The right answer breaks down to three stages. What do you mean by doesn't work? What does it say in the error log? And by the way, have you considered PSGI? But the worse than wrong answer that I have seen people give on many occasions is, you can't write a CGI program without CGI.pm. Which we'd like to be true, but... So a lot of people out there, they lack the most basic of programming skills. They think that bad code is some kind of free speech. Yeah, and there's this, but it works. Therefore, there's nothing wrong with it. A suggestion. What we need is some kind of Perl community outreach team to get out of the echo chamber, take a holiday, in the kingdom of the blind?
1 minute.
Help people to improve their Perl. Do it gently, please. I've made that mistake a couple of times. Bonus side effect, by talking to these people, you can see how they use Perl. You can see what confuses them. You can see how we can perhaps improve the documentation to make it less confusing for, well, what are basically idiots. And then, so we can help the community to improve the information that we put out there. Everybody wins, except perhaps your sanity. So, please join me in the kingdom of the blind. It's an easy way to make a difference. See you on LinkedIn. Thank you very much.